Assalamualaikum. Thank you, Afifi. My name is Muhammad Azim Zikri bin Zahawi. I will explain more about this chapter. In this chapter, we will explain about interacting with trainees, communicate topic to be covered, the learning approach and expectation, be cognizant of the self-fulfilling prophecy, be dramatic to emphasize key point, to create intimacy in large room, move toward trainees, facilitate discussion from different parts of the room. Okay, firstly is getting trainees involved. Involvement is key to engaging trainees and facilitating learning. Firstly, such as prepare questions to be discussed in breakout groups, use creative activity and games, use assessment for trainees to learn about themselves and others, and lastly is incorporate role playing. The discussion. Discussion can be effective means to engage trainees but need to be planned. Discussion can be used brainstorm ideas and solution, debrief activity, apply knowledge, and evaluate experience. Use open-ended question, different opening question, follow-up question, and discussion prompts. This is an example for descriptive trainees. Description should manage not to be ignored. If there any problem, we must manage the trainees not to be ignored. Next is address description tactfully. For trainees who describe, sleep, or interrupt, consider using activity to engage them. Lastly, is no choice. Ask destructive trainees to leave as the last resort. Next is managing group dynamic. To ensure an even distribution of expertise, ask trainees to indicate whether they consider themselves novice, experienced, or expert. Next is arrange group with individual of different expertise. And lastly is group dynamic can be altered by changing learners' position in the room. Curriculum, course, and lesson design. A curriculum refers to an organized program of study designed to meet a complex learning objective. A course of program cover more specific learning objective and address a more limited number of competencies. Curriculum Roadmap 1. A curriculum roadmap refers to a figure that shows all of the courses in a curriculum. Next is path that learners can take through it, sequences in which courses have to be completed. Curriculum Roadmap 2. It is a design document, outline, scope of project, delivery method, and objective used to guide development and explain training to relevant stakeholder. For the lesson plan, translate content and activity into a guide to help deliver training. Include the sequences and activity that will be conducted. This is the example for the curriculum roadmap. For example, started with the intro to information security, next to training program certificate exam, then go to security leadership essential, IT project management effective communication for security professional, and law of data security and investigation. This is one more example for the lesson plan. Let we see the example. It have their own time frame. Firstly, from 8 to 8:50 a.m., the introduction and why conduct performance review, why, and then we go to 10 to 10 a.m., discussion how to prepare and step in the problem solving review. Next, 10 to 10:20 a.m., break, 10:20 a.m. to 11:30 a.m., watch video of 3 style of appraisal feedback, discussion of the strength on and weaknesses of each style. Then we break for lunch, and then 1 to 2 p.m. presentation and video of 8 key behavior of the problem solving approach. 2 to 3 p.m. role play. 3 to 3:15 p.m. warm up and question and answer. This is the example for the lesson plan. Okay. This is the request for proposal. A request for proposal, RFP, is a document that outlines for potential vendors type of service the company is seeking, type of references needed, number of employees to be trained, funding for the project, follow-up process to determine level of satisfaction and service, expected date of project completion. Near or far transfer. One key consideration is whether the focus of training is on near or far transfer. Near transfer refers to applying learned capability exactly as taught in training. Far transfer refers to applying learned capability to a work environment that is not identical to training. This is promoting near transfer. Firstly, use standardized processes, and checklists. Provide explanation for any difference between training and work tasks. Encourage trainees to focus only on important differences between training tasks and work tasks. Explain why the procedure should be performed exactly. For promoting file transfer, teach general concept, board principle, and key behavior. Focus on general principles that apply to a number of situations. Provide a list of prompts and questions to help trigger self-reflection and question. This is for self-management training. The self-management training is to prepare trainees for obstacles on the job, provide instruction in self-management, and then discuss relapses, sets transfer and performance goal, identify obstacle, generate strategy to overcome obstacle, self-administer rewards for successful transfer, and then is manager support. For manager support is to increasing level of manager support from low to high include acceptance of training, encouragement of training, participating in training, reinforcement, allowing trainees to practice, and lastly is teaching, serving as a trainer.